Hi guys, my name is Ivan, and in this video I want to explain to you how to set up machine learning development environment on your Windows computer. Well, it's not going to be only machine learning development environment. It will be just development environment where you can do just normal programming or do machine learning. So this is video for the people who just start, who just want to learn machine learning, but they need basically to install the tools to start actual coding and algorithmic work and all this exciting stuff. So let's start from simple small steps to set up the environment. It will be, let's say, most expected, most normal development environment. Of course, there are many ways, many applications that uh, can be different from this, what I am showing, but this is, let's say, the most standard one. And it's standard for a good reason. Yes, it's a very good one. So we start with installing programming languages. I cleaned my PC so we can follow me when I install like you will be installing. So let's start from Python. We need Python. This is the foundation for machine learning development. When we Google install Python, the search results give us the first position is Python organization, this official organization that supports and develop uh, this programming language. Um, like first, what you see, this big yellow button, it represents the latest usable version of Python, not necessarily the last one, but the last one which is good. Yes. So I click download. Install installation file. Put installation file wherever it's convenient for me. Then I will launch the installation. We have two options, install now or customize installation. So I want to show you two very important configurations, because if you skip these configurations, later you will have a lot of trouble in using your Python. The first configuration, the most important one, is adding Python to path. What does it mean? You need to add Python variable to path. It will be like creating a certain name for Python, which will be recognized by all other programs on your computer. For example, you go to command prompt, Windows PowerShell, to your terminal in your IDE, and then you will type Python. If you don't add Python to path, don't create this variable, all these programs will not know what it means. Like it's just Python, it's just like 6 letters. Six, right? Yes. But if you add to path, it will be variable indicating the Python execution program, the program that know how to execute Python. So it's very important to add this, to check this check mark, add Python exec to path. So we do it. We can check customize installation. So it offers some additional features. You leave it all checked. The most important one is PEEP. PEEP is a feature that lets you manage package installation, removal, update. So it's package manager of Python, because when you install Python, you cannot you don't have all the features of this language that are normally used. You need to install additional packages, libraries that provide you with all the features that are sufficient for development process. So we have PEEP checked, we have add path checked, and we can click install now then. Okay, setup was successful, very good. Right now we can verify that we installed Python. Okay, we installed, setup was successful, but it's just useful to know how we can check Python presence on our PC installation. So right now I open the interface Windows PowerShell, where I can give different instruction to my computer. And if the instruction are right, yes, computer will perform. Yes, and output the results in this interface. So I can check whether Python is installed with this command, Python --. version. I have this version of Python, meaning it's installed. So I also want to check pip, our package manager. Takes a little bit longer. Yes, it's pip version and its location. So we verified successful installation. Okay, so we have like the foundation, Python, our tool to create code that will be interpreted, and then we will actually see actions this code performing. So next we need environment, yes, interface where we can create our code and where we can manage it, yes. I offer you to install Visual Studio Code. This will be again through Google, but Visual Studio Code is Microsoft application, so if you're on Windows, you can also check Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store. Okay, sorry, it's blocked for me. So here we have the button download at the top right corner. Click download. We have our options for all kinds of systems. We need Windows right now if you use Windows like me. And then we have again the installation file, the same straightforward process of the installation. Accept the terms. We choose the location for the program. Okay, next. We want to create desktop icon. There is different options to find applications. So I want to click all of them because it gives me some additional functions when I work with my files and with VS Code. Okay, let's launch it. So right now we are inside VS Code. I just reinstalled it, so I'm on some project here. So I will call this project. Then we want to make sure that our Python extension is installed in VS Code because we do need it for development. On the right left side menu, you see this icon with like 3 or 4 cubes. This is our extension, so I check what extension I installed for me, and I have official Python extension from Microsoft, and I can uninstall it right now just to show you. So I uninstalled, and if I look for it again, I don't need because it's displayed, but this is how I look for new extensions. I choose this extension and I click install. So this extension right now installed in VS Code. And by the way, when you install a new extension in VS Code, it is useful to relaunch the program because sometimes they don't start working right away. Yes, it's just kind of good habit to relaunch VS Code when you install. Oh, sorry, installation file again. Yes, exit. So I think I created it on the. I cannot find it. Yes, probably I didn't create the icon. So I will look through the start menu. All right. So we installed the extension. The next thing that we want to do is to start a project. Yes, for that we need place for our project. I will create a folder, new terrific project. It's going to be a terrific project, I have no doubts. Then I click File, Open Folder, and then on my desktop, I open New Terrific Project. So I'm inside this new folder, it's clean, it looks better than my previous messy desktop. Right now, I want to tell you one important thing about Python development. So you can, as I already mentioned, you can develop just with Python. Yes, it's not enough. So you need to install additional packages. Why you don't install all these packages during Python installation? It's because there are many of them. You don't need all of them, but you need some of them. Yes, so it's much better to manage it this way. When you install, uninstall, yes, depending on your needs. In Python, we can install those packages globally, like to your whole machine, or we can install locally, just for your project. To install it locally for your project, we need to create Python virtual development environment. So for this, we need terminal. VS Code terminal. This is the one. And we need some specific command to create a virtual environment. It's going to be Python. So you remember I explained you about path. So right now we are typing variable Python, and this is exactly what I meant. Like right now VS Code knows what Python means, yes, knows where it goes and what it launches, yes, following this command. I type -python -m venv and click enter. Oh, sorry, something is wrong. Of course, guys, it's on me. Like I was telling you about variable and path, and I was not using the variable correctly myself. Yes, I was typing -python and expecting that my computer will understand it, but I actually added to path the following variable, Python. Yes, so my computer knows that this is a variable, connecting it to the execution file that can execute Python commands. And this is why it's very important to add it to path. Yeah, so any program, it doesn't really matter where you launch it, whether it's Windows PowerShell or it's VS Code Terminal, it's basically the same. Yes, you need to give the right instructions, then your computer will understand what to do. So to install the virtual environment, we need to start with Python, then -m, then venv. So it installed the virtual environment for us. When we do it, we get a bunch of new files in our directory, folders and files and scripts and execution files. So it means that the virtual environment already exists, but it is not activated yet. To activate it, we need to run the script activate that was just added with our previous command. So we can do it by navigating. We can do it actually in Windows PowerShell, just to show you that really like interface doesn't matter. So we can dot, then venv, this folder, yes, then scripts folder, and then activate. This is a script that activates virtual environment. You can verify if the virtual environment is activated by checking this prefix venv before the line in the interface that you're using for running commands. So it's activated in this case. The next thing that we should do is to manage our packages to prepare everything for the development process. As I explained earlier, we do this whole virtual environment to keep our packages within the project, because otherwise we need to install it globally. They will be all across your machine, installed globally, and you don't need all those packages outside of your project where you actually develop. Yes, it will contaminate like the space of your computer. So to install packages, we need pip package manager, and then we need install command, and then we can install some common Python packages for machine learning, for example numpy, and then pandas, and then matplotlib. Yes, so we're running the installation. We installed all the dependencies that we need. The next step will be to freeze these dependencies in this project. To freeze means that we create a document which will list all the dependencies, all the packages, libraries, and their versions. We need it for project management. Yes, so for example, somebody can take your file and install all the same packages and will continue to work with your project, or you can manage environments, take it to another environment, and then you have the file which you take to another environment and you install all the same packages and dependencies. It gives you some options in managing your project. So we freeze your dependencies with the terminal command pip freeze, and then we show how we want to name the file requirements txt, right? Okay, we created this freeze file. You see all these packages are what you just installed. Why so many? We installed only 3. It's because they have dependencies themselves. So one package like uh, installs another one and they follow in a chain. So that's why it's very useful to keep it inside your virtual environment so you don't contaminate um, space outside that. One huge thing that I forgot to mention when initially crafting this video is that after you install a virtual environment, it is required to instruct your computer which interpreter to use, because your computer can have many Python interpreters. For example, you can have different Python versions, and then every of them has an interpreter. And when you create a virtual environment, it also creates a separate interpreter. Interpreter is a program that will understand, translate your Python code into lower level computer code, so it can actually run. I will show you right now how to do that. So if you're on Windows machine like me right now, you can click Ctrl-Shift-P, and it opens you this window, and then you can type Python, select interpreter. It's one of the options. And then you want to specify which interpreter you're going to use. You see there a number of them. For example, on my computer, I have this on C data and also in my OneDrive directory, and I have it in my local project. You see the path venv scripts Python exe. So this is the virtual environment interpreter that I need to use because I installed my packages, dependencies within this virtual environment. Yes, it's all set for some specific project with some specific purpose. So I choose this. Okay, I'm done. So we can continue. So the next thing probably will be actually to create something because the environment is fully set. Yes, so you're good to go. Let's start from creating our first Python script. We can click this button, type main.py, and then we can create some script. Let's make something simple. For example, I know I'm thinking about Premier League right now. So Premier League champion 2026. For example, it's gonna be City, Manchester City. Okay, and then we can print that. So print is simple Python syntax. Who will win the Premier League 2026? Then another print. Oh, sorry, we don't need this one. F, it's not for installing any variable right now. And then we say, I think it's gonna be, then we need variable that we just created, Premier League champion. This correct syntax. I am programming in too many languages, so sometimes I do syntax from different language. So it was from PowerShell right now. My favorite is JavaScript, by the way. So, and then make another print. and we say, actually, I changed my mind. It's gonna be different team. And for that, we need to reassign value to this variable, and I think it's gonna be Liverpool. They bought so many good players. All right, so we created the script. Now we can run it. We can run the okay, something weird with my terminal. I will close it all. Okay, that better. And we'll reopen it. Terminal, new terminal. And then I can run the script. I type Python main py. And then I have this little conversation, who will win the Premier League 2026? I think it's going to be Manchester City. Actually, I changed my mind. It's going to be Liverpool. So that's it. The environment is set up. You can already start creating scripts, and all the algorithms and all the practices to build machine learning application. Good luck with that.